In the previous video, we learned about the reduce method. So in this video, let us learn about methods to basically convert arrays to strings and vice versa. So if you haven't checked out the complete playlist on JavaScript tutorials for beginners, so I would highly recommend you to bookmark the playlist. So let us start with the reduce method. So first what I will do is I will open the file with live server. And let us go back to arrays.js. So now we have yet another set of methods using which we can convert an array to string and vice versa using something called as split and join methods. So split and join methods. Okay, so is our live server running? Yes. So I will click here and I will say inspect. And let's go back to Visual Studio Code. So what I will do is I will define a games string. So I will say const games string, and I will define some bunch of games separated by commas. So Counter-Strike, let us say Road Rash, The Witcher, Need for Speed. So now we will be using the split method. The split method splits the string at a separator. So in this case, we will be using the comma separator, and then we will be separating each of these items as individual items, and after the split operation, this string will get converted to an array of games. So I'll show you how we can do this and achieve this. And now what will happen is that when you use the split method, this will give you the array of games. Now this separator could be a white space or could be a semicolon or any other special character as well. So let us see how we can do this. I will say const, and instead of game string, I will say const games array. I will say games string dot split. So I will tell JavaScript to basically split the string at a separator, and then we have to specify the separator at which we want to split the string. I will say I want to split at comma, and then this should return us an array. This operation should basically return us an array. So this will take one item, will basically push it to your array, then we'll omit comma, then we'll take Road Rash, then again omit another comma, then The Witcher, and then Need for Speed as well. So I will log the games array to the console, and let us go back to the browser to see the output. So back in my browser, let us open the console. Okay, let us make a reload. Okay, so why are we not getting the output? Okay, so here it is: Counter-Strike, Road Rash, The Witcher, and Need for Speed. Okay, so what it did was we got the string. We basically splitted the string at comma separator, and that gave us the individual list of games that we are interested in. Now we can work with this array and transform it in any manner possible. So you can also specify an optional argument here in the split method. So let me go back to Visual Studio Code. If I hit a comma here, so you can see we can specify the limit. So a value used to limit the number of elements returned in the array, which you can see the IntelliSense is saying. Now this limit will basically limit the number of strings that you want in the array. So that is an optional argument. I'm interested in getting the complete string converted into an array, so I'm omitting this second argument. Okay, now what I will now do is, so this was all about the split method. Let us see the join method. So I will leave a comment here, split method, and now we will do with the join method. So what I will do is I will define a new constant, and I will say channel description parts, and this will be an array, and I will define some description parts basically. So the nerdy div, then continuing with this we have another part. I will say is a YouTube channel, and then focuses on modern web development, and general programming stuff. Okay, so this is our channel description parts, which is an array. Now given this array, I want to join all these channel description elements and form a new well-defined meaningful string out of these parts. So it is not mandatory to have a well-defined meaningful string. You can have any gibberish characters in this, but what will happen is you are having bunch of elements defined in form of a list. So we want to take all these elements and want to convert that to a string. Okay, so we are transforming array to a string. So for that we need the join method. Now to get the desired output, we will make use of the join method, and I'll make use of blank space as separator and join all the parts, all the channel description parts basically, to form a channel description string. So let me define a new constant, channel description string, and I will say channel description parts dot join. Again we will make use of separator just like the split method, but this split method did the reverse of this. Split method basically was responsible for transforming a string to an array of elements. Now we are basically joining an array of elements and forming a string out of it. So we are clubbing all those different parts that we are having and making them into one, making them into a string. So this is the purpose of join. So these are basically reverse of each other. Join and split, they do opposite things. Okay, and if I log the channel description string to the console, and let us go back to the browser to see the output, you can see it says the nerdy dev is a YouTube channel. Okay, so there is not space here, so I want that also. Okay, so we have to give a space here, okay, in the join method as a separator. Now you're getting the correct output. It says the nerdy dev is a YouTube channel, and it is giving proper spaces as well. Okay, so back in my Visual Studio Code, so you see we are getting the correct output. So now moving further, as you can see, we can specify a separator in the split and join methods and achieve the desired output. So to sum it up, in the end these methods will help us to do the interconversion or transformation between arrays and strings. So this was all about the video on split and join methods for arrays, strings, interconversion among each other. Also, I do have a separate video for array methods and a complete crash course on strings, along with some problems using strings and arrays, where I have even explained them in more detail. The link for that can be found down below this video. So if you liked the video, do give it a thumbs up. And please guys, do share the channel with your friends and colleagues. This would give me fuel to keep bringing such quality content. So please become the source of my motivation. And also you can find the link of our Discord server down below. So let us catch up in the next video.